It's your boy Boston Cheez, and we here on Sunday Smoke.
This is your girl S.A.B. And today here on Sunday Smoke, we have the multi-talented Vice City.
Hey, what down, what down?
City, what's good, family? How you doing? How you doing?
Blessed, man. Cannot complain at all.
I mean, welcome to Atlanta. How you liking the vibe?
Oh, it's nice. That global warming got the weather nice. Nah, Atlanta's dope, man. I rock with it. Like, this has always been like a real big music city, a tastemaker city, fashion-wise, just music-wise, vibe-wise. So, you know, it's Atlanta. It's good to be. It's good to be here.
It's a good vibe, good city. You know what I mean? Black Hollywood. So we here vibing it.
Yeah.
What city you from, man? What city you from?
Chicago, South Side.
From the Chi. Shout out to all my people in Chicago. What's good?
What down? Everybody at the crib, what's happening? Wild Hunters on, you know. Loving it. I got to be back at the crib next week, too.
Yeah, go back over there. So,
yeah, it be cold. It's cold.
I'm from Boston. I know the vibe is real cold.
Yeah, facts. 100%.
So, Vi, tell us a little bit more about how you got into music and what started your career.
You know, it's crazy. I came up in the gardens. It's called Wild Hunters. It's like a real wild neighborhood. And honestly, like, music was really the only thing that kind of would settle me. Like sports, I played sports too, but like music would settle my mind. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, I thought something was wrong with me. I'm like, man, because my mind was like all over the place. But as I would start writing and doing music, that was the only thing that would like settle me. And so my mom was like, you should probably keep doing it. So, and then honestly, I used to battle cats as a shorty for money so we can help with bills. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's dope. So that's great. So your family supported you, basically.
Yeah, they always was like, I mean, they was like, you're going to do it anyway, so go ahead and get out there. So it was a good space to start in and get that love on it. So that's why I started in music. And then it just kept taking form. And you know, Cass was like, you should get in. And I ended up getting in with the big homie Lupe. And he was like, yo,
nice.
Pull up on me. And, you know, he one of the most prolific MCs or artists or writers I've ever heard. You know, he can go with the best of them. And when he's like, yo, you actually dope, I was like, shit, I might actually be kind of good at this. So, you know, it just kept going from there, and it just kept moving forward.
Oh, okay. What age did you start?
I don't even remember. I just know last time I could recall, I was just out there, and it's this cat, he used to hustle in our neighborhood named Herman, and he used to come through and give me a couple bucks. I think I had to be about 7 years old to just like, yo, spit something. And I remember he had this big ass herringbone chain on.
Herringbone.
Yeah.
You feel me?
With the Africa, the big diamond Africa, whoa. And he was, you know, he was a street cat, and he was like, yo, this little nigga hit cold. And so he was like, kept giving me a little bread. I'm like, let me keep going. So I think I was about like 7.
About 7,
yeah,
okay.
About 7.
So at what moment you feel like you knew you was gonna be in the game seriously and taking it as a profession?
There's a couple different moments. One, I had just came, I was, you know, in and out of being locked up, you know, hustling, and I came home, and my man was like, you can get in my studio and just cut. You can just get in there and cut. And I'm like, you know, I don't got no, you know, my bag was low.
Yeah.
He was like, it's all good, don't trip. So he let me up in there and he let me cut, and I put this mixtape together called Hustling 101. And we printed up a couple of them, you know, pressed up the CDs and stuff. This was right before everything started going into the streaming area. So it was right at that the transition.
Yeah.
So we put some CDs together, and I had borrowed some money from a couple people, a couple females I was cool with. I appreciate y'all, you know, and they helped me press them up. And I remember getting a call from Baron Davis. I'll never forget this, because I had sent it to a couple of my guys that was out in Cali. And Baron Davis hit my phone, and he said, yo, this BD. Boom. I'm like, the NBA cat? Like, because you just retired from NBA. Yeah, just boom. And I was like, I hung up the phone. I was like, man, this ain't.
Yeah, you thought it was some cap.
I thought it was straight cap. So, you know, he hit me back. And he was like, yeah. One of my guys, Dougie D and D-Mac, put me on to your music. I like your mixtape. I'm like, how much shit get way out there?
Moving.
Yeah, so one of my guys, LP, he from Watts. He was like, oh yeah, remember that, your CD? I had just got some more made. And I was just
moving around.
And I was like, oh, so they ended up flying me out there and offered me a deal.
Ooh.
At the same time, this cat that worked for this company called the Shift Code. They do all the music for like HBO shows.
Yep.
He was like, well, Pharrell want to do something with you too. And I was like, off a mixtape? Like off this? Like, man, this ain't even my, I was like,
That's dope.
This is real shit.
Right.
And so at the time, bro, it was me and 5 of my guys sleeping in like a 1-bedroom apartment. And they let me get the bedroom because they was like, you the star, so you got the room. Like, period. So Barron was like, yeah, pull up out here. So I pulled up out to Cali. And then they was like, listen, you can rock with us. You can go with whoever you want to go with, but we going to really invest in you. And we really have more time. And they was offering more money.
Damn, that's fine, man. So what you end up doing? You got me in the story now. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like power.
Yeah, it was vibes, right? I ended up doing the deal with Boom.
Okay.
And at the time, I didn't understand how business worked.
Yeah.
So
You was
I thought,
excited. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So I was like, I did the deal, and I'm thinking I'm supposed to come right out. And at that time, like they had something to do with Game, and Game was coming off classic albums. You feel me? I'm like, let's go. I'm young, dumb young. I ain't understand. So I was like, we need to put some music out now. And bro was like, you got to actually make these records make sense. And I knew how to make records, but I didn't know how to make songs all the way yet. That part hadn't fully developed. I take practice. So I kind of like, me being a Chicago nigga, I bucked it like, y'all don't know what it is. Y'all tripping, woo, woo, woo. You niggas on one. And then I'm like, and they was like, thank God they was really had a lot of care and respect for me. So I just dipped. Went back to the crib like, I made Hustling 201. Like, let's go. And I was talking, trash in that thing.
Yeah.
It was after the deal was done, and they was cool, cool about it. And so one of my guys, shout out to Terminator, he was like, he the big homie. He was like, bro, just keep going, keep moving, keep doing forward. And I hollered at him, so he smoothed things over. And then I ended up hollering at Chili, who was over 1st and 15th, Lupe. Chill, that's the big bro. And I'm like, yo, I need to get a situation. So he was like, all right, connect me with my bro Matthias. And Matthias and 1st and 15th formed the label together. And I was one of the first artists that they signed off on. So that's around the time I knew it was popping. And then I think the second major time was I finally moved to LA. Like, I'm out here now, let's get it. And, it's tough. LA's expensive.
Yeah.
Music take a long time.
Yeah.
I'm doing what everybody doing, just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And one of my guys, Petey, hit me, was like, yo, Nelly in the studio. He finna record again. I'm like, Nelly? Like, dropping some more music? Like, ain't it over for more?
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, nigga, you ain't never heard the song over and over again? And I'm like, because you had dropped a new record.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that single?
I do.
Yeah.
I love
And
it.
that
That's one
single
of my favorite
went
songs.
up.
Yeah, it
And he
was.
was like, yo, he back in there. He said, come in the studio. And at the time, I was like, sleeping on this chick couch. And I was like, how you use your car to go over to the... She was like, nah, you ain't got no money for gas. I was like, all right, cool. So I ran to the studio. He was like, hurry up and get here. I put an extra T-shirt in my bag, put the backpack on. I ran like 1.5 miles, full speed to record plant. Changed my T-shirt in the bathroom, went in there, and Mo was like, yo, this the one that you say, right? And Pete was like, yeah, he nice. And Mo was like, all right, I'm working on a new project, let's go. And I think we was in there for like 6-7 hours.
So you was in there as a writer?
As a writer.
As a writer
Nice.
first. Okay.
But in that session, it was crazy because everybody from, I think Prince, before he passed, came in there, from Kevin Hart, everybody was coming into this session.
Yeah.
And he was all like, yo, that's Nelly's writer. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not his writer. I'm just a nigga trying to get it.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to say nothing.
Yeah, but at the time you there and you
I was like, okay, cool. And I'm
Soaking
like,
it in.
But that's real important, and you put your ego down. You was down there
I had
writing.
to, yeah.
I think a lot of people don't understand, or artists understand about the positions you can play. When I came to Atlanta, I had to play certain positions.
you got
Can you speak on just being in that space, and what do you feel like is something people need to hear or know about, feeling like maybe you don't have a route, but like you said, you ran to the studio, you went in there as a songwriter, and you ended up just off your goodwill, meeting people and create an opportunity.
Yeah, it was vibes. Well, I would tell people, for me, it was just like, I was in there hoping to get whatever I could do to contribute to whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how you got to do it. Because I remember I was rocking with DJ Ski, and they kept saying, you should write. And I was like, I'm a rapper. I rap and I sing. I'm an artist. I'm cold. And it was like, you're not understanding. Get in there first. So I would say to every artist or creative, just create. It's about creating. So I had to learn how to, it's like, playing on a team, right? if your job is to die for the ball, or you want to pass, if you're trying to win that ring, you're gonna do whatever is needed to or for that team to win. If you're trying to win,
Facts.
you feel me? So I had to put my ego to the side, but it was cool, and they was all in there again. They was blazing, sipping, zooted. They was like, "You smoke?" I was like, "No." I had to be awake. I was like, I want to be awake. I want to be awake, and it was like food in there. And at the time, I really couldn't afford no. They had good food in there.
Yeah.
You like, oh,
I'm in that
I
eating
made
good
it.
food.
Yeah.
But every time he was like, "Let's go," I had songs and verses, and I appreciate Mo because Mo he quick, he could write. People know how fast Nelly write. He don't even write, he just spit.
Yeah.
And I was coming with lines, and he was coming with lines. That was the first time I ever met somebody that was as fast as me.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I can't let him burn me, so I got to get faster.
Yeah. It made you sharper, though.
It made me way sharper because I'm in there with a multi-diamond artist or something who changed music, you know, and
Definitely
that's a big
did.
homie. So
Yeah.
I guess long story short, like that was a key moment when I was like to be in there and to get that type of love. And then we did like 4 or 5 songs in that short amount of time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it was crazy. And one of them was CNF that came out, you know, Google Ass Country Nigga Fly. That was wild.
That was
So,
one of the joints.
yeah, I got my publishing deal off that.
Man, congrats.
Oh,
Congrats.
okay, yeah,
I
that's
got my
good.
publishing
That's
deal,
a big
Universal Music
accomplishment.
Publishing. It's a blessing. Definitely a vibe.
So what would you say was the moment when you knew you actually made it? Like, if it was it like you...
I don't think that moment came yet. Because I don't see it like I've made it because I'm always trying to get better.
Right.
And I don't think anybody, I can't speak for anybody, but for me, it's like, I see people say like, man, your stuff is moving. I'm like, but I'm still not where I want to be, you know? So I don't really think that, for me, I don't think that point would ever, probably if I, you know, if I make something that could change like the world or change an environment or something, when I reach that space, I think I probably like, okay, I actually probably made it. But I do think my shit fire now.
It is fire.
Nah, man, you hitting. I see you hitting. I see you with Ari on them beaches, man.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Where was you guys at?
Oh, we shot it. It was in Anguilla. So it's a crazy story. My last EP, or the one that's out right now, came out 6 months ago, called Hotels and Heartbreaks.
Okay.
So I was in this crazy
Smooth name.
And I love it because I was listening to it. It's a vibe. I love it.
Vibes, appreciate that. I went through a crazy heartbreak and I found out it all hit me. I was on my toxic shit, you know, just
Type shit.
yeah, my emotional immaturity, trying to grow, trying to become a better individual. And I actually, because my trust in women wasn't there because I had been burned, you know, as a shit.
Yeah.
You go,
Man shit.
yeah,
Man shit.
So I ended up was dating multiple girls at once, and I was honest at first.
Yeah.
I was
What you mean at first?
At first, I was straight up. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm dealing with other people.
Girls don't want honesty, bro. I feel you.
Nah,
man.
like it's crazy because my honesty got thrown back in my face and it was used as a weapon against me.
Okay.
So then I started omitting because I didn't want to hurt feelings, which is never a good thing to do. I never lied to a female again, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
And that just ruined everything because then I ended up falling in love with multiple women at one time. And people don't understand that. So I'm trying to find my way out of this mess that I put myself in. And then I was dealing with narcissistic females and I had my narcissistic things. It was just a mess. And
It was toxic. It sounds real toxic.
Right. So I was trying to grow up. So I'm in the hotel and at this point in time, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna choose. I know I want to be with this one individual and everybody else the other chicks was on my bumper. And there's one, this one female, boy, she bogus.
What made you choose that one?
Now in hindsight, it was a bad choice. But at the
wow.
time, yeah.
That's growth, though, right there.
Yeah, it was a bad choice. But not because it's a bad individual or anything. It was just, it wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah, what made you choose probably, you know, the reasoning maybe?
Well, it was a combination of things. But at the time, where I was at mentally and emotionally, I thought this was the person I should rock with because I was ready to tap out. I was getting a little bread. I had enough to disappear.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm cool now. And, you know, beautiful black woman. I was like, this it. You know, and, but it was so much damage done and things where it was. And then the chick that I said, look, I'm going to figure it out with my ex. If I don't work it out with her, we'll go to dinner. But if we do work it out, I'm not going to meet you for dinner. So I was trying to be honest.
Okay.
Oh wow, you
That was smooth.
Okay,
I told her the truth. I
Believe
said,
that.
we figured out, I was trying to be, honestly, man, I'm telling you, you got to be straight up with them, but stand your ground because, women, y'all don't really want
yeah, because that could have tore her
At
up
that
a
moment, I
little
would
bit.
be like, well, now I'm gonna get back with her. That's gonna be an option.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yes, I was straight up with her. And she took that, that bothered her.
Yeah.
Right.
So what
You
she
see,
did
S.A.B was like, hold on, what?
that bothered her, but not at first. It bothered her when I didn't reach back out to her
Yeah.
to try to, go to dinner.
Yeah.
And I could have done it differently. I know I should have, but it is what it is. So what she did was I was in the hotel, beautiful hotel, 5-star joint, chilling with, the girl that I was going to be with this girl, right? Cutting everything else off. I'm trying to keep everybody at bay until I can find the right time to tell her,
Yeah.
hey, this is what was happening when we weren't together. And that chick sent that girl emails, screenshots, DMs of my conversation.
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
Oh yeah.
That was
I
coming.
said, you know what?
That
And
was
then
coming.
Women are so competitional, and they feel like one is winning over the other.
It was just bogus. I thought that
Can
could
get
have been done
rough.
differently. Yeah, it was definitely a Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So at that moment in time, I truly, genuinely had committed to being present and in love in that situation.
Yeah.
Then she looked at her phone. She looked at me. We laying there. She said, "Feel my heart."
Oh, you scaring me.
I felt the heart. It was beating fast. And when she said it, she said, "Now look at this." I said, "Motherfucker." And that was the beginning of the end. And so turmoil, I tried to make it right, tried to fix it, but the trust was already broken. And then her being who she was and blah, blah, blah. So that's what a heartbreak in that hotel. So
Yep.
when it finally I couldn't fix it. I couldn't contain it. And I couldn't deal with being I couldn't be the doormat no more either. Because there was a lot of,
Trying to fix things, trying to
fix
be
things.
there.
Yeah, you taking the punishment, you taking the brunt,
Yeah.
you accepting and
You might
allowing
not
stuff.
handled it right, but it sounded like your intentions was pure.
I had the purest intentions, and I
Yeah.
tried to make it right, but then I was like taking blows that I shouldn't have been taking. Like I should have been like, okay, listen, I get it, but you're not about to make me your punching bag either. And I kind of endured a lot of that, and so thinking like, all right, let me just let her get it all out, and then
Type time.
yeah, it never got right because then you get that kind of power over, and they'll never give it back to you. So I get off the plane. Finally, I land back in LA. I'm ruined, right? At this time,
Yeah.
I'm just sick about it. I'm like, and I hit up Ari. I'm like, bro, hey, nigga, you ever woo? He said, man, type shit. Hey, I said, yeah. He said, shit, what you want to do? That's how he talk. I was like, shit, what's up, Brody? I said, you know what? I think I'm going to he said, man, you know what? We should get in and cut. I said, nigga, you trying to get in the studio right now? I just told you I'm going through a crisis. He said, I mean, shit. Talk about it.
Yeah, put it in.
That's
Put
how you
that pain in.
Talk about it. I said, cool. So I said, book a room. I said, I'm back outside. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
Really back outside. Act like I was ready. But we went in and that's when we did the record Won't Do. That's the first song we did. And it was kind of like me saying to the chick or to the chicks, shit, I don't give fuck who you dealing with. I'm a nigga that's gonna do what they ain't gonna do. Like I'm still. So it was me talking.
Yeah, you was talking your
Oh man,
shit.
yeah.
It's
And
your
that's how the
therapy.
project came about. It was my therapy.
It's your therapy.
It was actually therapy. So.
Yeah, man, that's good. I think that's a
Yeah.
good way to evoke music and put your real feelings out.
Yeah.
That's what help people attach to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we all go through situations. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's
Right.
trying to find their way.
Yeah.
Even I can relate to that story.
Hey man, listen. Everybody try to be tough, but I couldn't. I needed to do. My mind was so. Again, back to when I said music balanced me and cleared my mind.
Yeah.
That's what kind of helped me because I was like in my crib going nuts.
Yeah.
And
You
I
was able to be vulnerable to the music though.
And then what's crazy? It wasn't even like I was trying to be vulnerable. I just wanted to get that shit out.
Yeah.
Out of me. I wanted to talk. I wanted to get that energy out of me and release it. And some dope records came out out of it.
That's amazing, man.
So then I did the song Anguilla because I was like thinking about like, man, we should hit this, get out, like grab a couple of
Okay,
things.
Anguilla, we got it.
Yeah.
Where is that? We got to talk
That's
about
in the
that.
Caribbean. So check this out. Anguilla, I went to St. Martin
Okay.
way back like a New Year's Eve, X-Man, we cool actually. She put me on that area. And then she was like, she went to Antigua.
Okay, shout out to my Antiguans.
I thought she said Anguilla.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, years later, I'm like, right. I thought she said Anguilla.
That's good. That's
she
a
was
good
like-
one.
So you thinking you somewhere that you thought she was? That you
No, I thought she
visualized?
said Antigua, and she was like, it's dope. It's
Okay.
beautiful. You should go.
Yeah, it's another
So
island though.
Years later, I'm thinking, all right, let me go to Anguilla, because she said it's cold.
Got it.
Let me, take
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
shorty to Anguilla.
Yeah.
And when I went, it was dope.
Yeah.
Bro, it was fire. I'm talking about the most beautiful beaches, the food. The food is crazy, the energy. It was just like, So I'm in this, and I'm telling Ari, and I'm like, yo, the water green. He's like, nah, water blue. I'm like, no, nigga, the water is green. He's like, really? I said, it's so turquoise and clear, it's green.
Yeah.
So we in
Yeah.
the studio, we jumping. I'm like, bro, we should go to Anguilla. Still thinking it's Antigua.
Yeah.
And he said, cool. So I did the song Anguilla, like, I just touched down in Anguilla. Like, just thinking about going there. We shopping up, and Ari was like, you gotta go to Turks too. And I'm like, I ain't been to Turks. He's like, I just touched down in Turks. And we started driving.
Manifesting.
So manifesting. Well, he had been to Turks. I had never been. I've
Yeah.
been to Anguilla. He had never been. So I was like, cool. So when it's time to shoot the video, I'm like, we should shoot that video in Anguilla. He was like, yeah. I said, yeah, let's fly there and shoot it on location. I said, we can't mimic this back.
Yeah, nah.
Go there.
You
right?
gotta
That
go.
video was dope too.
I like that.
Yeah,
You gotta know the video was fire.
I'm gonna tell you 1,000% that video, real shit. Like, and y'all never heard an independent say this. I ain't even trying to like. This is not a flex. That video cost me $50,000,
Wow.
and people ain't paying for it. Yeah, 50
Yeah.
racks. They had the boat, of course, the planes.
Oh, yeah, I believe
and
it.
everything.
For sure.
50,000. But we went up. Oh,
Yeah, no, look like y'all went bananas.
It
Go
was
check that video out ASAP.
Yes.
Yo, that's a
Right.
vibe. My man hit me, my directors, they was like, yo, nigga, this some old school Rockefeller shit.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go. But no, it was just like some vibey energy, and I'm grateful that I was blessed to be in a position to bring people out there to see what I saw and create that visual.
Yeah.
And share it with people. So
That's fine. And you invested in yourself.
Yeah.
Probably people seen it. You probably made them believers.
yeah, man, Anguilla was crazy, bro. When I got there, I told my man, because, when you go to any city, like me, I'm from Chicago, I ain't finna go to somebody's city and just be thinking I'm finna turn up, because you gotta be, it's
Yeah.
the law of the land.
Yeah, you gotta be very cautious.
respect where you
It's a
go.
law.
Yeah.
You better respect.
Especially in the
where you go.
island them there.
Listen, in the jungle, you better respect where the
Yeah,
water at.
yeah,
you
for
feel me?
sure.
You gotta respect it. So I'm like, let me just make sure I got the team there. And, I said, like, I just want a little security, because I'm just running around with so much jewelry on. It was just,
Yeah.
And man, they came out. Oh, they overdid. It was like 30 officers, 30
VIP style there.
That was crazy. It was around Carnival. And they had this thing called the poker run. So the poker run is when they have all the boats and the yachts race.
Ooh.
It was the craziest
Oh,
shit.
that
And it
sounds like that
was
would be
racing.
dope.
It was a vibe. You got
Okay, so we might have to set up the group excursion
I know,
trip
I'm
down
gonna
to
go.
Aguilla
go. Anguilla is
for the poker run.
the poker run. It's up. It's like a big party. At some boats they going slow because that people partying, but others
Yeah.
they just whipping.
That's fire.
So it was a vibe.
That's fire.
So do you have any other projects that you're working on right now at this time?
Yeah, I'm right now. I just completing the music for a couple of the interludes for my new EP that's dropping. It's called So Now What? Because it's basically life after. So now what? Like, okay,
Okay.
you went through all that.
Went
Now
through the
what?
heartbreaks.
You went
Now,
through the
so now
heartbreak.
what's the next step? Yeah.
You done did the street. So now what? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what's the next step? So it's a vibey record. This album is. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of all. But this is. I say if Hotels and Heartbreaks was my my Mona Lisa, this would be my 16th chapter.
Talk that talk.
Real shit. Like,
Talk that talk.
it's I'm proud of this, bro. I press play on it against anybody, and it's gonna give you a vibe. I got a chance to play it for a couple of music people that critiques they writing, and one of the females, the girl, she heard it, she started crying. I was like, "Is it sad?" She was like, "No, it's just the vibration. It's just." So it's wild, bro. It's wild. It's a wild project.
You
We
definitely
tap
got
into some stuff.
big vibes. And right now, being a music artist, you have to I feel like, do so much.
Yeah.
You have any other projects going on? Anything else to add to the music?
Yeah, man. I got a couple things right now. I'm working on. I'm actually gonna do a reveal. We planning to do it in Paris. My jewelry line called Avec Deon.
Okay, out in Paris. Hey, make sure you get our tickets in order.
We gotta figure it out. We gotta figure it out.
Niggas in Paris, I want to. You know what I mean? I need to have that
these
online.
are from my line, Avec Deon.
Okay, fire.
Yeah, these are from my line. Oh, yeah.
They hitting.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, these
Okay.
from my line.
Okay.
But and so I got cause I was buying, you buying jewelry, you spend it up,
Yeah.
getting, so I'm like, it ain't no black jewelers, but I don't want it to be a black jewelry company. I want it to be a jewelry
A
company.
jewelry company.
That happens to be black owned.
Yeah.
So I partnered with one of my guys, and I said, I got this idea. I'm spending so much money. My jeweler actually, he's been in the business for 30 years.
You definitely spent money with him if he's giving you the plug.
He was like, okay, right. I spent so much money with him. He was like, I said, I want to do my own line. And I said, I want to make something that is just as classy as Van Cleef. But for us, for like
They don't know about no
younger
Von
Van
Cleef, bro. They don't know
Yeah,
about
I
that.
wanted to make something just as classy. So we got that in the works now.
Nice. That's amazing,
The flagship
actually.
piece is called Avec Amours from that line, which
Okay.
is with love.
Yeah.
And it's the piece. I mean, I could sell that piece because it's like, I think 8.5. No, it's more than that. It's like
Avec Amour.
Avec Amours from the Avec Amours line under Avec Deon, which is a whole line.
Nice.
I think it's 8 to 10 carats
Yeah.
in the bracelet.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's a bracelet.
Nice.
It's,
Let me see your bracelet.
oh yeah, what's the Cartier joint? This is not that.
Yeah, I
but-
need to ice out my Cartier. I got bust down my
Right?
Cartier now,
yeah.
bro. Got
Like
a
you
bust
came
down
ready.
Cartier. You done bust down. You know what I mean?
You did. But it's a fly. It's vibey, bro. It's cold. It's I ain't gonna reveal the design just yet, but I want to do that in Paris, and it's like we gunning for the Van Cleef crowd. Like, I
Yeah,
wanna
you're
make
going
sure
for
that-
it. You should.
Yeah, I want to make sure because I like Van Cleef. I bought a couple of Van Cleefs.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
this is a little.
We we got the culture, we got the taste. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? We know how to make it. And it's time that we put our foot down and step behind our own brands and put our money
100%.
up. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna
I
show
respect
you guys
that.
a piece of it
I
here so
respect
y'all
that.
can see it. And
Yeah, because I'm like, I want to see.
yeah, I got a couple pieces.
You know, girls like diamonds. I mean, S.A.B's over there like,
I'm like, hey, let me see
where
what
is
that look
my
like.
Avec
I was like,
Amour?
it's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it to you. Yeah.
That is so beautiful.
And then we got that, and then we got the pendants coming.
I love that.
Yeah.
Those are gorgeous.
Vibes, appreciate you. So that's
We
what
definitely
it
gonna
is.
support for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
No, I see. I see exactly what you're going for.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
Oh, the women gonna love that.
Yeah.
They gonna
we
love that.
We
Uh-huh.
on that. So that's
For sure.
coming. Dropping that. So here's the logo. It's already everything is
Oh, that's nice.
covered up and all of that.
Nice.
It's
Classy.
very much luxury.
Classy.
Yeah, it's got to be
Yeah,
that vibe.
classy.
Gotta be.
Gotta be that vibe.
It's only right.
Yeah, so we doing that, and then I got on God Couture. The clothing line is a lot of Egyptian cotton.
Okay.
crews.
Okay. Yeah. That cloth.
Oh yeah, it's that cloth of the gods.
Yeah. You
Right.
feel me?
Cloth of the gods.
You feel me?
And it's 500 thread count.
Ooh. Big.
I
big
saw some of your
cloth.
pieces. They're really nice.
Thank you so much.
Big cloth
I
on
gotta
them.
get y'all to.
Yeah.
Please,
I
you
need
know,
something.
when we outside, we could drip on aluminum. Hey, this is that big cloth. You know what I mean?
As
Talking to
you
God. You hear me?
Feel me?
So how long
Cloth
have you
of
been
the
into
gods.
like fashion and things like that? I heard
know,
you went to Fashion Week.
Yeah, oh man, I had a blast. Fashion
What, New York Fashion Week?
New York. I've been in New York Fashion and Couture Fashion Week in
Oh,
Paris.
okay, nice. In
So,
Paris?
Yeah, I went.
Yes,
I've
some
been
big
damn.
things.
You know, it's crazy. Like my mom, she dressed, she cold with it, and
Yeah.
I remember I've been in the fashion whatever because we didn't have a lot, but what we did have, we made sure we was fire with it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, even if I had to wear like my sister's shirts, she'd be like, all right, let me put it this way and let's tuck it like this,
Yeah.
so they won't know it's a girl shirt because girl shirts buttons on a different side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she like put it like this, and I'm like, and they like, yo, that's fly. Where you get that from? And I'm like, so it kind of
You know how to piece everything together.
So it stuck. So I just been into that heavy. So I was like, spending so much on gear, like, because you want the clothes to be. I didn't want to like wear with everybody. I was never
Yeah.
no trendy
Nah, I feel
guy.
that.
I was always into pieces because I like style last.
Yes.
Like you stylish, y'all stylish. You feel me? This ain't trendy. You can wear this in any era
shit.
and it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Y'all fly as a fuck.
Appreciate you, King.
Thank
Salute.
you.
So I'm like, I'm spending so much bread on like Brunello Cucinelli because I'm loving their cashmeres and Loro Pianas and
just liking the thread count, how it sits on you.
How it feels, how it sits, it's cut.
How it lasts after that wash.
It
hit different.
You feel me?
Yeah,
it's just different. It's a different vibe.
It hit different.
I was like, you know what? You're spending so much money because I remember.
I'm not crazy proud of this. Yeah, you went crazy on
I'm not proud.
I can tell you went in and you went crazy at the mall.
Yo, I went into
what's your favorite luxury store that you hate that you went into?
Oh man.
Or like your favorite brand.
You know what I'm talking about. He's like, damn.
Other than my own God Couture that's coming, I'm gonna say that's a popular brand right now.
Okay, for sure.
Sheesh. I gotta say it's between Brunello Cucinelli. I'm a Nello head all day.
Yeah.
Loro Piana and Tom Ford.
Yeah.
Well, you got good taste.
Me and Tommy go back. I went to Tom Ford.
That's why I rock with my Chicago cats. You know what I'm saying? My Chicago cats, they know how to put it on. You know what I mean? We can go down, you know what I mean? Go downtown and get it and throw it on and we still go where we going. You know what I mean?
It's vibey, bro. Like, I remember when I first got enough. I had sold a couple records and finally got enough to really like go shopping. And I was like, I'm
shopping how you want to shop.
How I want to shop. And so I went to, I was in Saks and I was on my way. I think I was going to go to London for the first time. And it was cold. I'm like, yo, I got to be fly. And I didn't want to wear no big ass puffy coat.
Bubble jacket.
Yeah. Like, you want to go over there stylish.
Right. I was looking for pieces. I was like, I need some, what the man say, he said, you're looking for pelts.
Ooh.
Pelts. I said, the fuck is pelts?
Pelts,
baby?
what's that?
It's a skin.
Ooh.
I said, oh, yeah. He said, if you want to be warm, and he had an accent, I'm probably going to jam his accent. He said, if you want to be warm, you want to get some pelts, or I think you look good in cashmere. And
that's what they be having on their trench coat, that material.
That Jon Snow. Wolf skin. That lamb, all that, right? Man, from Shaq, so we going to wear minks and all that.
Yeah,
but I'm more understated. I want something that I can move in any room. So he put me on to a Ralph Lauren purple label, cashmere.
Of course, hoodie. Purple label.
Yeah, it's fly. But this is what I found out. So the hoodie was made, they use different mills. It's different cashmeres. Whereas Brunello Cucinelli and Loro Piana got their own mills. And so all of their threads, they short haired or long hairs, all come from one mill, so they last longer. Yeah. So he sold me this coat. It was a jacket. It was a Brunello jacket. He said, you want this jacket? This will keep you warm. I'm like, it's thin. He said, no, it's actually a thick cashmere, and it'll catch that wind. You throw it on with something underneath it.
It'll block it.
It'll block it.
Yeah. Killed him.
Let me see.
Killed him.
I said, yo, let me get this jacket. How much this jacket? Let's go. Because the Ralph Lauren hoodie was started knotting up. And I was mad at that.
Yeah, I know they hit you for that purple label too. So you was
I'm like, how much was it?
I know. It was killing for
purple label was $1,800 hoodie.
Yeah, for sure.
Check this out. I was like, man, I spent so much money
on that hoodie.
Damn, that's a lot of money. At that point in time, I had never really paid that much for anything.
Clothes,
right?
Yeah.
$1,800, I can dress me for the year.
Yeah.
Right.
Shit, I come from the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm out the mud with it. So the guy was like, I'm gonna get this. I said, I'm gonna get this jacket. He said, okay, it's a reversible.
Ooh.
Brunello. I said, cool. Cash on both sides. I said, cool, I get to the counter. And I had just got my American Express.
I'm waiting to get my feelings hurt.
Just got my Amex. So I'm like, I got
Don't tell me you
business Amex. No, it was the business Amex. There ain't no limit on it.
There ain't no limit. He's good. Yeah, he's good. Black card.
So we get to, I ain't got that black one.
Oh, okay.
The plat joint.
Okay. You still, you know what I mean? You in the club.
I'm on my way though. I mean, things keep going well. So I pull out this card and he said, all right, cool. He said, here you go. I'm like, cool, just put it on there. And I'm talking. I'm on the phone. I'm like, yeah, shit, we're going to be through that. Woo. And he said, and I look at the number. I say, wait, stop. I said, is that right? He said, oh, yeah. And this is actually a good deal. $7,800. $7,800.
I can see that.
Wow.
The way it was building up.
At this time, everybody around me, and I'm like, I got to get it now.
Yeah, because everybody's around.
Around me, and I felt that pressure.
Yeah.
I was like, man, go ahead, man, let's do it. Let me tell you something, bro. I wore that jacket damn near every day in London. I wore that jacket.
It's a good feeling though.
I probably slept in that jacket.
I
I don't
bet-
even remember. I probably slept in
Oh
that.
no!
Did that
I'm
make you want to
wearing
go
this
harder
jacket.
though? Because
Yeah.
once you
Oh, my-
start,
no,
you have
yeah.
that experience.
Yeah,
and
no,
you're like, I
quality.
want to do this all the time.
Yeah, it because it's a different vibe. You go in
Yeah.
places and people know.
Yeah, especially
And then the
who
energy.
knows.
Yes, because it was, and it was just the energy, and it was like, and it was warm. It was warm. I
Yeah.
actually got a chance to wear it in Chicago, like not in the super duper winters, but
Yeah.
when it was cold enough.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a vibe. And it's, when I was sitting in London, I was like, I gotta go harder.
Yeah.
I gotta make music. I couldn't wait to get in the studio. I was looking for a studio out there. I'm trying to push. I'm like, I gotta go hard. I need to stay in this lifestyle. I like this lifestyle. And it wasn't about the materialist aspect. It was the freedom.
Yeah.
It was the freedom.
Yeah.
So
That made you
shit
feel
was
good.
Yeah. I felt vibey. So
Yeah.
so I'll be quoting a lot of stuff like when I talk that in my music, people are like, wait, what? What is that? And I'm like, you gotta just see it.
Yeah. Nah, we just have fashion talking
Yeah.
here. They don't even
Yeah.
understand what's
They don't
going
know
on.
what you're talking about.
So that made me want to do my own line and was like, I gotta give good quality stuff that
That's
I would
good.
wear.
Yeah.
But not at the craziest prices, because a lot of fashion be overpriced.
Yeah. No. Yeah. They
know.
they kill it. They kill it. It's not made for everybody.
Nah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, creating
so-
a brand with a decent price point, but with good quality.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're in a time where we do have the urban selects that want that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, we spent money on Red Robins and Purple
Right.
Labels and all
Right.
this. Some of those brands, like you said, we ain't get the best.
Right, nah.
You know what I mean? So having a brand that could come and step, I think people would support that.
Yeah, man. I think it's a vibe. And plus it's just you feel you feel good, you look good, you feel good.
Damn right.
And you create from that space. So I think those are my three stores that
I like that.
those three stores right there. It's like, man, and then when you walk past them now, I'll be trying to hide when I walk past them. Because they're like, hey, come.
Because they're trying to bring you in.
Oh, they give you a drink. You want some champagne? You
Especially
like,
once you start designing out, you're like, I might as well invest that into myself,
Yeah,
into your brand.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit more about Hundreds Entertainment.
Hundreds
You're the founder of
Entertainment.
Hundreds Entertainment. What inspired you?
Hundreds. I'm from the Hundreds. I'm from the Wild Hundreds. It's on me. 100 blocks of projects and ghettos. Everybody would know. I'm from the Gardens, which is off 130th, and it's row houses,
Yep.
projects. And I'm gonna keep it 1,000. It's like I was thinking of trying to find up a name for my company because I didn't know what to name it. And I'm like, I want to give it something, and I just started thinking back to feeling. I said, I felt the most comfortable, ironically, there.
Yeah.
More comfortable in the Hundreds than I do in Beverly Hills.
Type shit.
Than I
Yeah.
do it because I understand what it is. I know what it is. I can see it coming from a mile away. I know the terrain. You feel me? It's like,
Yeah.
if you were a swimmer, you feel more at home in the ocean. And so when you come up in urban terrain, I felt more at home there. So I'm like, I want something that I can inspire to catch on my block, and I keep it with me forever. And it's crazy because it's something I'm gonna fight for always. I always will fight for it, and it's just kind of like a correlation from like I got into a lot of fights. I fought a lot.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna fight on that side, now I'm on the
Fight
other
on
side.
this side.
Fight on this side.
That's real.
I like that.
So that's where it came from.
That's real.
And do you have artists under? How many artists do you have now underneath?
I got one now. Phoenix Keys. He plays like 6 instruments.
Wow. He's a musician.
Oh, he's a singer, musician, dancer. I would say he's Chris Brown meets HER meets her. Chris Brown meets
Yep.
her with some Prince energy. Like,
Whoa.
but he's shorty like 22, 21, 22, and he just
Mentoring. You're mentoring them
Yeah,
right
I'm just
now.
trying to get him all the way
Yeah.
right. But
That's good.
I'm learning things from him too, and we got a new single out on him. It's called Songs About You. He played every instrument on there.
Oh wow!
Every instrument on there. I'm like, he sent me the song, and he was like, yeah, that's a new single I want to drop. And I was like, yo, who did that bass line? He said, oh, I played that. Yeah, I want to replay it though. And I'm like, you played this bass line? I said, what about the keys? He said, yeah, I played the keys on there. He said, but I think I should do. I said, okay, stop. And I'm like trying to.
Yeah.
So what about that drum pattern? Yeah, I played that. You actually live drums. I'm like, stop, nigga. Hold up. You playing all these instruments? He was like, yeah.
Crazy.
I said, man, come
Yeah,
on.
it's crazy.
Yeah, so I'll be sending them my shit, like, play bass on this real quick.
Yeah,
Send it
hell
back.
yeah.
Yeah, so I got Phoenix Keys, and then Hunters, we got a film division.
Nice.
And we started. I have a film that I wrote, a script called Karaoke.
Nice.
The first draft was trash, but we kept writing. I brought my writing partner Aviv in, and we wrote this draft that's crazy. And we actually got half the funding for it.
Nice.
And we got distributed on deck for it, and we got a couple rounds going out, and that should be coming out. We should go into pre-production in the next year on that one.
Oh,
Congratulations.
okay.
That's going to be good.
Yeah, it's gonna
Very
be a vibe,
big
man.
accomplishment.
Yeah, it's a vibe. So, the film is called Karaoke. It's about the underground world of karaoke.
Oh, that's going to be
Yeah,
interesting.
It's a drama comedy. It's wild.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be a vibe. So, Hunnis has got the music side, the film side, and we're gonna get into the actual artist development side. So,
Which is very important. I don't see a lot of people that are
Yeah.
paying attention to a lot of artist development nowadays. Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. Art is such a form of life.
Yeah.
Everything is art. Everything is artistic. And I mean, of course, right? We come from the supreme creator who created this is art.
Yep. Facts.
You know, we are. You look at how we move, just look at the energy of us, what everything, all that's it's art.
Yeah.
You feel
Yeah.
me? And so like I think every person should be feel freest when they're creating. You feel me? And so like I think people forget that artists are the voice and the heartbeat of the world.
Yep. Yep.
And they need to be developed. And so many individuals are just either trying to pick apart art or make it so monetary that we forget what it's for.
Yeah.
You know, in fact, I think
Expression.
It's
You know what I mean?
expression.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I read somewhere where when they introduced real art and music programs in the schools, the antics, the nonsense, the violence, it went down
Of course.
because it's an outlet.
It's an
Yeah.
outlet.
So-
Outlet. So, yeah, I want to get an artist development and just my goal is to try to put together a hub,
Yeah.
like a little think tank in a nice little vibey spot, maybe somewhere in LA. Nice big bedroom, like maybe 6-7 bedroom crib,
Yeah.
just studio in there, just have a bunch of artists going in there, just creating.
I think something you said earlier hit on the mark. It's about, being able to give something, right? And having a bunch of artists in a room and creating that atmosphere without sometimes thinking so much about the money or do we want this
Yeah.
to sound like this or just let's go in here and create.
Yeah.
And, I think nurturing something like that would be dope.
I hope so. I believe it will be. I think my art got better when I stopped thinking about trying to make
Yeah.
money off of it.
Yeah.
When I stopped trying to, this gonna kill him. I know this gonna move. When I gave that up, I
Yeah.
was like, man, I'm just gonna make what I'm feeling again, what I'm thinking.
And it hit different.
It hit way different. It hit different, and I mean, I'm happy with that. So I want to kind of like pass that along.
I think people need to hear that because I think we're in that space of music too.
Yeah.
Where it's like people want to hear, they just want to hear you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They want to hear you. Not what they want to hear, but sometimes that deep emotion, they
Yeah.
might want to hear it.
You want to feel the music. You want to
Yeah.
feel the energy. You want to feel the vibrations. Like
Yeah.
what they say. You'll forget what a person say, but you'll never forget how they make you feel.
Feel.
Right.
You
That's
know.
that's
And
That's right.
and you want to kind of give them something. So if you come from, man, it's what, billions of people on this earth.
Yeah.
There's somebody else out there that been through.
Of
what I've been through.
course. Of course.
At least
For
one
sure.
person.
Yeah.
right?
Of course.
You know, and so you
course.
create what you feel and what you believe in, and you create it from a space that you speak in your heart. It's gonna be different by default because it's you.
It's you.
The end.
Be you.
Yeah, be you.
How do you balance like being an entrepreneur and then your music as well at the same time, having to, meet deadlines, travel?
A lot of sleepless nights, I can tell you that. A lot of prayers, a lot of praying, a lot of frustrations.
That's
but
good.
It's me. I don't think I could do the creative part if I didn't have the actual business acumen too. Because for me, it's not like really balancing. It's just I'm doing what needs to be done to move it forward. Like it's a boulder I'm trying to move into out the way. And so if I gotta use a plank or I gotta push it, or I'm doing whatever needs to be done. So this aspect of it, if I gotta, because it is business. It's the music business.
Yeah.
It's the entertainment business.
Yeah.
And you can't forget that. You can't just be like, I made dope art. Here you go. Well, now you got to market it.
You gotta
Then
be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, you got. That's
Yeah.
what entrepreneur come in at. So
Yeah.
the balance is, I try to balance it. I tried the whole vision board and all that stuff and the notes, and that don't work for me. This is the issue at hand. This is the challenge in front of me. Let me
Just
knock
do
this
it.
out.
I'm
Let me
like
do
that
it.
too,
Yeah.
bro.
Right.
I be trying.
I
Had a PR
But
making
you're so
schedules. I'm
busy.
like, I just did this.
Yeah.
Like you don't have like family time with being like an entrepreneur. That takes up so much of your time and traveling with the music.
Yeah. Thank God I don't have like shorties right now. Because if I had a kid or kids and I don't got no, it's hard when you're in a relationship. That was really hard. But now that I'm like, it's just me and I'm focused on purpose, it's a little easier because it's what I need to do. But
Yeah,
it's exhausting. Like I don't get to see my family as much. But I read this book called The Ways of the Superior Man. Right? It's a great read. I think every
Ways of a
man should
Superior
read
Man.
that book at some point, and women too. But the Ways of the Superior Man, and I think it was a quote I recall, and it was like, and I don't want to, I'm paraphrasing here,
Yep.
but the gist of it was, if you're a person that works a lot, don't pretend to not be a person that works a lot when you spend time with your loved one or your lady or somebody, because if you're with her and you work a lot, she'll lose respect for you if you having work calls and all that while you're with her. I know what that feels like. Instead, set aside that hour of time. And in that hour of time or 2 hours, or whatever y'all decide on, what y'all agree on, and you're with with her, be there. Be 100% focused. And she'll respect that and even look forward to that time. So then when you're at work, you can actually work.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah,
how
that
I
makes a lot of
balance
Free
sense.
it
game.
is-
Yeah.
So how I balance it is when I'm with family, I'm with family. I ain't all of that other stuff. It stops right there. And I used to have a hard time with that. And so I don't have a lot of time to do it. But when I'm able to do it, I give it 100% of my focus.
Yeah.
And then when I'm out in the woods, I'm hunting again.
You hunt.
Hey, I'm hunting.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what it is. So that's how it works. You got to be a strong person to that. So that's how I balance it. I just kind of like, everybody around me pretty much know that when I'm locked in, I'm locked in. And
Yeah.
if a new person come around and they don't understand that, I got to move you up out the way. 'Cause you-
Hotels and heartbreak.
Yeah,
Tell them
you know,
my praise, you're gonna cause it again.
I'm back. I never go through that one. I mean, I can't say never, but if I can help it, I'm not going through that again. I'm not going to cause it. You're right. I ain't going to cause it again. You did.
Right.
So that's the balance. And then I just sleep on planes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's how
Yeah.
you get your rest in.
It's planes
Yeah.
and the ride to the airport.
There you go.
I'm knocked out. I power nap like the best of them, like a champ.
So tell everybody when they can be expecting this new project.
So the new project is called So Now What? And I'm looking to drop it, and I say we because I can't forget my team, but we are looking, and I am looking to drop it mid-March. It's that bitch on the way.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
March is around the corner.
It's right around the corner.
Season's changing.
Seasons changing. And I'm glad you say that. I love that you understand that. Salute, respect. It takes a while for people to get connected to music or creativity.
Yeah.
It could take months. It could take years.
Yeah.
I got a lot of records that's going to move in the summer, in the winter, in the fall, and the winter.
Yeah.
So
You're gearing them.
I'm gearing them up, right? And I dropped the You Deserve single, which is out now, because I just was so excited about the record. And it's from an Usher sample. It's actually from Willie Hutch.
Okay.
I took the Willie Hutch sample, and don't come for me yet, Willie Hutch Estate, because they ain't made no money yet. But let's get to some bread. I got y'all. It's all good. Trust me. You ain't got to even sue. Just hit me. You can have yours. But I went to the Willie Hutch sample because I want to go to the original source.
Yeah.
And plus, I love that song. I love that song.
Yeah.
When Usher did it, and I'm like, I'm out of my heartbreak stage. I'm in my healing era. And when I got to it, I was on tour with Jacquees. And on this tour, we did all them cities, different cities. I'm getting a chance to, and I was, in the middle of the heartbreak, like, I don't care about these chicks. I'm going to do my show, and I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I do my song, my set, and I was on my way back to the hotel. Like, they like, you want to hang out? I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm out. But I got a chance to observe at the meet and greets, and they'd come up, and I'm looking at all these beautiful women that got they self together. They got their hat on. They dressed. They put on they best. They dressed to the nines to come hear music. And the energy was just dope. And Brody got like a 98% female fan base.
Oh yeah.
And the dudes that was there was drugged through there with they lady. They
They're
was
there
like,
with the ladies or there for the ladies.
yeah, right. And it's a vibe, and I got a chance to see it, and it kind of made me get a different perspective on women again. y'all dope as hell. You can't,
Appreciate
and this ain't even no cap. Like, yeah, there's some slick ones out there, some manipulatives, there's some, just like dudes or whatever.
Yeah,
But I got a chance to see the innocence and the purity and the joy that just came from actually observing females and not even trying to holler at them or trying to get at them or none of that, because I wasn't on none of that type of time. I was just looking at them, observing, like, that's just dope. And watching them group up and go, they was going to see Jock, they singing along to the songs. It was a vibe. And I'm like, I wasn't intending to be moved. Yeah. But then I got back and I'm like, I can't take what I'm feeling out on every female. It ain't their fault. It ain't every female fault. Yeah. I got to look at myself too. And so I had to like dig deep and go within and all that. But when it hit me, I went in the studio and I hit my man Vega. I hit Vega Heartbreak. I said, bro, I'm ready to make another project. He was like, you already got one out. You don't want to drop a single? I said, no, I want to do a whole project. And when I went in there, he was like, yeah. So we finna make a rap album. I said, I don't really want to do a whole rap album. I want to make some vibes. Yeah. I want to curate the energy for the females that I want to be around, so they can sip their champagne and sing in their
Because I was vibing to You Deserve.
Appreciate it. Vibes out. So it just kind of, it gave me a different energy. And it was like, I want to kind of curate the vibes so females can kind of have some fun to the music.
Yeah. And that's important.
Yeah, it's real important, man. I mean, every event is better when women show up, right? I don't wanna be in no prison
and you're
fest.
curating the energy in the room. You know what I'm saying? So now people come to your body like, yo, I like what, you know what I mean? I like what he's giving.
Right. So You Deserve, so the EP, the EP, so now what it be out, You Deserve's first single off that. And that's basically my salute or my homage to the female that is actually about her business. That's actually about in her purpose. It's actually.
I like how you spun that Heartbreak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he spent it. He dogged us out, ladies, and he coming back.
I ain't dog y'all. I got my licks. I got my comeuppings. You did. She two-pieced me. I gave my two pieces. I'm responsible for my part in it. I own it.
But you did some man shit. You came back and you showing your appreciation for women. You know what I mean?
I had to,
and that's important.
I had to mature emotionally.
Yeah, that's important.
I had to look in and just like, you know what, bro? Like you responsible for some of this shit too. Like it's on you, bro. You did this. Yeah. You put that position. You could have done that differently. So you can keep pointing the fingers that way, or you can actually point it at yourself. And so when I did that, I was like, all right, cool. Let me move different. Yeah, yeah. And then it just created the vibes of the music. So.
Create the vibes. Yeah. Create the vibes. You're gonna manifest the reality you want. End up back in where we going? Aguila? We going to Aguila, yeah?
We got to do it, man. We got to do it. I think I might do a whole little contest for this record and this EP and do like the winner of it. You know what I'm saying? I got to figure out how I want to do it. Yeah. All expense paid.
Yeah, bring them people involved, man. Them ladies want to hear that record. They want to come. Look at S.A.B like, all expensive?
I'm like, okay.
All expense paid. Yeah, figure it out. So it's a vibe, man. I think... I can answer. I remember you asked me when I knew that it was something moving. I think the first time I really, on this side of it, when I thought like, okay, this music is really clicking, was probably when I did a record with Moneybag. I did a record with Bag.
Oh, that's dope.
I forgot about that. I shout out to Bag, CMGB, all them, and I sent him the song. It's called "I Love Me," and he sent his verse right back.
Oh,
I was like, and that was right before he dropped that album that he had that song with Future on. What was that? You one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Right before that, he went #1. Yeah. Crazy, I had a single with him, and I was finna drop it, and they was like, yeah, wait, we finna drop our album first. And I was like, all right, cool. And when he dropped his album, he went #1. The very next week, I put my single out.
Damn right.
I know that's right.
Let's go. And Bag was a bag. He cost. He is Bag.
Yeah, I bet. Is there a actual artist that you haven't worked with that you would like to work with in the future?
Let me think. Yeah, it's a couple artists I would love to work with. I think I'm privileged enough to work with. I was privileged enough to work with T Grizzly.
Okay, Grizzly.
Grizzly was finna buy my house. It's a funny story how I met Grizzly. So I had a house in Encino that I bought, and it was just me in the crib. It was too much. And Grizzly, I put it on the market because I'm like, it was around COVID. I'm like, I don't want to be in this big ass crib by myself. And so Grizzly came through, and he was like, yeah, man, he was gonna buy it. And he was like, but we ain't gotta talk to the realtor, we could talk. And I'm like, I appreciate this. So I was like, I'm at the studio. He put it to the studio, dropped his verse. And I ended up selling it to London on the track though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, London bought my house, so. But So I got Grizzly, I did Lil Papa, I did Bag. I think a person I would love to work with. Honestly, I like her.
Right, she's
She
cold.
cold,
I love her
bro. Yeah,
music.
she's cold.
Yeah,
She
is
cold.
dope.
I would love
She's
to rock
cool.
with her.
I feel like she's about to pop back out again.
For sure.
She definitely is. She's a musician.
Yeah,
And
she is.
Her vibe is just how she do music is crazy. I kind of like listen to her joints. I like her. I would love to do something with Frank Ocean. I think that'd be a fun,
yeah.
fun
Right.
song because his writing.
Yeah,
his
he raw.
cadences,
He raw
as fuck.
Yeah, he raw.
Brody Cole, and who else that I would love to do just a record with? I think it'd be dope. I think me and Drizzy could go go dumb or something, and Stevie Wonder.
Oh,
I would love to do something with
Yeah, I
Stevie.
guess Stevie. on there.
yeah. A legend, for
Yo,
sure.
I got Stevie vinyls. I bought vinyls. I ordered them off Amazon, and just listening to how he did what he do with the Rose, and just how he and what I love. That's my favorite artist of all time.
Wow.
Him and Michael Jackson. And the reason why is because their music transcends time.
Yeah, it
and
does.
space.
It does. It hits
And-
every time.
Right. And Stevie was born blind, if I'm not mistaken, right? But he can paint such a picture of what beauty in life is. How do you do that when you've never seen it?
That's crazy.
That has to come deep from within.
Yeah.
I got a chance to see him perform
Oh, you did?
Oh, you
in LA.
did?
Fire.
on some
Oh, wow.
chill shit. Like it was
Yeah.
some nonchalant R&B night at the I forget where it was. I want to say it was at W Hotel. But it was somewhere. Anyway, I went and I'm in there. And bro, I got some stories. I can tell you some stories. But I'm in there and they was doing a rendition of All I Do Is Think About You. It was going. And then I heard somebody come in. They was killing. Then I heard, all I do is think about. And I'm like, that sound like that nigga sound like
Yeah,
Stevie
that
Wonder.
nigga sound on point.
I'm thinking, bro, hit the note for real.
He sound on point.
And then
and it's really Stevie.
I look and then I see people running to the stage. It
Oh
was
shit,
packed.
yeah, that's fire.
So you know me, that was the only fan moment I ever had.
Right.
I started like as cool as I could do, getting to the
Trying to
stage.
walk
I'm
over,
walking
see what's
fast.
going on with
I'm
it.
trying to see, right? But I don't want to run because I'm me. I ain't finna run.
Yeah.
But that's Stevie. So I did lightly, briskly walk. You feel me?
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I think I
had
would have
to.
ran.
And when I looked and I saw him get on the keyboard and he did the head nod, I said,
Damn, Stevie's
I
in
said,
this motherfucking building, nigga.
Shit. I said, oh yeah. Yeah, so I think I would love to do something with Stevie because it was just to watch him, it was like he was floating across some keys. It's crazy.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
But definitely, let's make sure we give the people like your Instagram,
Instagram is
the album, just so they know what to tap into. Any singles you want, a quick just outro.
Yeah. So Instagram is I am Vice City. IAM, V is in Victor, ICITY, I am Vice City. And that's all my tags, even the YouTube tag. Find me on all streaming platforms. Hotels and Heartbreaks is out right now. And so now what'll be out in March. And y'all be on the lookout for Avec They Own. It's Fine Jewelry and On God Couture is out right now. And you can find it all at my Instagram page or at the website, huntersentertainment.com.
Make sure y'all tap in.
Tap
with me.
in.
Hey, yo, and You Deserve, the single, that's out right now, too. Yo, check it out. It's a vibe. Trust me.
S.A.B was bumping that, so make sure you go.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was feeling it. So we have another part of our show that we would like to tap into.
Let's get it.
It's going to be a rapid fire round question.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let me see if I'm ready. Let me adjust myself. Like, she ready. She been waiting for this part.
Yep,
She been hitting
yep.
with it.
S.A.B's about to grill you out
Let's
now.
get it.
Okay. Favorite sex position?
It depends on the person, but all of them.
Okay.
All up.
Have you ever had a threesome?
I've had a foursome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was a beautiful, beautiful New Year's Eve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they kind of threw me
I
off
was
there a little
privileged
bit.
with three beautiful ladies.
And then you have any secret fetishes?
I wouldn't say fetishes. I kind of like. So I'm gonna say this. Like, I really honestly believe that me, and I think all people should believe this, that for me, sex and intimacy is not just physical. It's a cosmic experience. Like, it's a godly and a goddess experience. You feel me? And I think that it's just our expression of our souls in our physical form. And I truly believe that. I think I've always believed that. And the flesh is just the carnal aspect of it. So, I think when you on that king vibes and that queen vibes, I think, you know, I kind of like full surrender into the moment. Like I don't want to chase it. I don't want to convince a chorus. I ain't doing all that. Like I'm out in the world fighting the world enough. I don't want to do it in that area. So when I'm there, I like a woman that's confident enough to surrender to the moment. So, you know, if you kneel before me, I will raise you to the heavens.
Okay, I like that
Yeah,
answer.
and that's the truth.
Okay. Would you ever date anyone that you met on social media?
I have.
Okay.
I have.
Yeah, time's a little different now. And then last one, the most expensive thing you've ever purchased. And I think, is it the jacket that you told us about? Or
Oh, nah, the most, probably my house in Cali.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2.6 million, 2.610, and 2 Aston Martins. So one was $500,000, the other was 300,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you did really good. Those are my little spitfire round questions.
Let's go. Listen.
Well,
Don't get it confused. I'm an entrepreneur. I have months where it ain't got all the money be invested out there. So it's
Right.
it's ups and the fucks down. Don't think it's just.
Don't be
it's
trying
like
to run
that.
down on my boy.
Hey,
Trying to get
they
in the
out
crib.
here.
Please
They out
don't
here.
do that. Please don't do that.
You're going to get a lot of follows after this interview drop.
We'll
Hey, what's
see.
your sign? I'm curious.
Cancer?
You're a
Oh,
Cancer.
okay.
Cancer, man. But I got a Leo rising.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a Leo rising and a Cancer moon. I don't know how that happened. I got Cancer moon, Leo rising. I've had a lot of conversations with females that be asking the questions.
No,
Yeah, they be knowing.
That's
But
why I
that
asked,
shit
because they
real,
do. No, it's
yeah,
real.
I'm a
And,
Cancer,
you know, people want to
Leo
know.
rising, Cancer moon, and so I don't got all the sensitivities that Cancers quote unquote have because that's a Leo rising. But
Because what's the date?
July 18th.
The 18th. Oh, so
The
you're near the
18th,
cusp.
okay.
You're near the cusp.
I'm right there. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
right there. And my mom a Leo, so.
And I'm a Leo, too.
You a Leo?
Yep.
I rock with Leo. Leo's
Leos.
Leo's tough too. Boy.
Yeah, Leos are
I
tough.
remember one time I was a shorty. One of my first memories, I fell. My mom was like, she looked at me, she said, "You okay?" I was like, "Yeah," and I started crying. She said, "You gonna keep crying, or we gonna get up?" Which one?
Which one?
Damn, I'm like, I'm 5
Yeah.
years old. So I'm like,
Big Leo energy right there.
Like, she's
We
like,
can
"You
be a
wanna-
little bit
wanna
tough.
stay and cry? You want to get up?" I'm like, I guess I want to get up. See, put it like that.
Yeah, nah. You said some raw. You said some raw shit. You said some
Yeah.
dope advice for the artists.
Oh,
we
man.
appreciate you for coming out for real.
Thank you
Yeah, we
guys for
definitely
having me. I
appreciate
it.
you.
Yeah, I was excited about that. This one of the interviews I was looking forward to.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
So
we're
make
glad
sure
that
you
you
check
came
out
out.
Vice City on Sunday Smoke. It's your
Hey.
boy Boston Cheez.
This is your girl, S.A.B.
This is Vice City. You dig?
Tap
Sky
in.
is on.
Tap in.
Hey.